the endings. They usually end in positive way, and everyone loves a happy ending. We all we all like to laugh and have an adventure with the characters in a movie. And animated movies make that possible possible in a colorful and magical way.
Sino que tienes
Excellent.
que,
I'm sorry. I think someone opened their mic.
Yes, me, sorry.
Oh, okay. No worries. All right. So here we can see that. Well, let me go with the questions because I don't want to say the answer. So, based on the article that we just read, what is the main argument? From these three options, what's the main argument or the main idea? We will wait. I don't.
Maybe it could be that adults and kids like animated movies for many reasons.
Yes, right. So they like it because of many reasons, and even they bit, but we can see that not only kids. If you grow up with watching all those Disney movies, I don't know, that's the only example I can come up with. Obviously, as an adult, you're gonna get excited whenever they come with a new part of the movie because it reminds us to that time when we were little and then we were watching it. I remember the Toy Story movie that when the third part came out, I think it's the third one. I was very excited and I did wanted to go and watch it because I knew that being a Toy Story movie, it was gonna be great. So there's uh, there's many reasons why adults can also enjoy these type of movies. So why don't we go ahead and let me share you on the chat the article so that way we don't have to go like back and forward. Let me share it to you. And this is on page 72 in your book. So here it is, in case that you don't have it on hand. There is the article. Now let's go ahead and explain these details on why people, adults and specifically, enjoy animated movies. So in regards technology, what do they say? It's the reason why adults enjoy movies in regards to technology. Ismael.
The good endings.
Yes, excellent. So, well, more than the endings, first in technology. What is it that they or what helps for adults to enjoy animated movies with technology? Based on the article. Aaron?
Oh, based on the article, I don't have a idea, but I want to share. Maybe in the technology could be the quality of the animation.
Okay. Yeah, definitely, right? The quality of the animation and more specifically and more based on the article because it looks very realistic, right? Because of that quality, it makes it feel more realistic. So that's why adults also can enjoy technology on the animated movies. Excellent. All right, so it is that, and also you can feel like the emotions through the facial expressions that they make. Due to this, again, realistic actions that they have. Now, number 2, real life topics. What does the article say about the real life topics? What reasons does it give? So based on the article, what does it say about the real life topics? Ismael?
Some animations have real life situations like failure and success, like growing up and old, and friendship and that likes for that likes to the adults.
Okay. So yeah, they have this kind of life topics or things that we usually confront, right? Like failure, success, all those things. So yes, it is topics that even yourself can feel identified with that types of situations. All right, next one, humor. What about the humor? What does the article states about the humor? And yes, Omar, the characters get to play on a problem of real life. Yes, very related. And it's very well known that adults, you can get adults' attention by presenting adults' real life situations. Because if you give them, and this is not saying that everyone, but if you give them maybe some, I don't know if to say fiction, but unreal situations, they're gonna be like, is it worth it to watch it? So that's why it is very important to keep with the real life situations. Okay, what about number 3? Humor. Based on the article, what does it say about the humor? Why is this a very important aspect? Okay, for humor for all ages, also secret jokes. Yes, sometimes, and even if you go back, thank you so much, Omar. Even if you go back to the movies that you watched when you were little, and if you watch them again as adults now, you will see that there's a lot of jokes in the movie that you didn't even pay attention when you were little, and that it's because of the age, right? So definitely, some jokes are more understandable by adults than from kids, right? Next one, famous actors. What does the article say about the famous actors? What does it say about the famous actors? And we have Ismael.
Some famous actors give their voices for the characters of the some animations.
Yes, they give their voices, and that's how even adults get more interested because maybe it's their favorite actor that it's actually playing a role on the movie. I remembered this movie going back to Toy Story. I'm sorry, guys, it's because I do love Toy Story. Um, that Keanu Reeves was going to make the voice, and he actually did of I forgot the name of the character, but it was this guy on the motorcycle. So when I knew that it was going to be Keanu Reeves, I was even more excited. So yes, giving the favorite actors the voices to the characters actually makes it even more interesting for adults. And number 5, what about the endings? What does it say about the endings? Ismael.
The animations um, have a good ending very often, and everyone's likes the good endings.
Yes, so yeah, definitely animated movies use these happy endings that we all like, right? We're never gonna see something like tragic at the end, but we know for sure that if we are watching an animated movie, for sure it's gonna be a happy ending, right? But we know that that is not realistic. We have to be honest. Okay, guys, let's move on then. Now, here we have an example of a review. And guess what is this review about? Well, about Toy Story. So here is Mateo that it's giving a review about Toy Story. So let's first of all see if everything on the review is positive. If it is, or if it is, why? And also if it's not, tell us what part it's not positive, okay? So let's go ahead and read this review. We have reviews and ratings for Toy Story, one of my favorite movies ever, and the author is animation fan Mateo. So we have Mateo here talking about Toy Story. Let's see if we agree with him. So I would need someone to help me out reading this review. Only one person. Go ahead, Aaron.
Okay. Movie classics. Toy Story. One of my favorite movies ever. Author animation fan Mateo. I didn't like I didn't used to like animated movies, but after I saw Toy Story, I became a fan. It's one of my favorite movies ever. The story is interesting from beginning to the end. If you haven't seen it, it's about toys that come alive when they are alone. 6-year-old Andy's favorite toy is Woody, a cowboy. Woody is also the leader of the other toys. But then a cool new toy arrives, a space action figure named Buzz Lightyear. He has a lot of fancy features, and Andy is fascinated. Woody hates Buzz and tries to get rid of him. But after some adventures together, the two toys become friends. Toy Story is as dramatic as a movie with real actors, and Woody and Buzz have the same feelings as ordinary people. Their voices are perfect, especially Tom Hanks as the voice of Woody. The story has a lot of jokes for adults, so it's fun for the whole family. My only complaint is that the animation looks a little old. Animation technology has improved a lot since 1999, but it'll always be a great movie.
Okay, so how about this review, guys? Do you feel like this review has a positive comment? Is it a positive, generally speaking? Yes, no, and why? Go ahead, Aaron.
Maybe yes, because this person likes the he admitted that he didn't like the animated movies after he saw Toy Story.
Okay, so yeah, he's been very positive about this movie. He gave a rating of 4 stars. So there was one thing that he was not completely agree on, or maybe there's a complaint that he has. Ismael, what is it?
He says the animation looks old, and I don't agree with that. But he says one bad thing about the movie.
Okay, and maybe, yeah, I mean, how can we change that if it was because that time it was what they had, right? The technology they had, and mostly because, I mean, technology is moving so fast that we can have something right now, and in 2 months there will be something totally different. So imagine since 1995, obviously there's a lot of changes. But yeah, that will be the complaint. And then Omar says it's more positive than negative because he only mentions the quality that looks old. So yeah, that is the only complaint that he has. Thank you so much, guys. Now let's go ahead and move forward. And well, I don't know if you noticed, but whenever we were reading the review, it was kind of divided in sections, right? So whenever we are doing this type of reviews, obviously we cannot throw like whatever we want in whatever moment we like, because then it would not make sense, and then the review will be even become more confusing. So that's why we have to kind of keep our ideas organized, okay? And then with that being said, I will go ahead and share also this the text for the review of this movie. And what I want for you to do is to tell me if what's like the order this person used for for the review, okay? So how do based on this information that we have here, like give a brief description, give a final statement, introduce the movie, describe positive or negative, we're gonna follow the order on how he did it on this review, okay? So first things first, how did he started with this review? What aspect did he started with? He started with what? Aaron?
He starting. He starts. Uh, give give it. Give up a brief. No, sorry. Introduce the movie.
Yes. So he actually started like introducing the movie and giving like even the feeling or the opinion about it, right? Then on the second part, or yeah, and you know how it is like a number there here. Like if you haven't seen it, it's about. So what did he do on that? Ismael?
Give a brief description of the story.
Yes, excellent. So that we can have an idea, right? To tell what the story is about, what it's going on with the story. If it's something interesting, maybe by looking at the review, and if we look at the description of the story, maybe we end up saying yes to the movie, or maybe not. Maybe we can get a little bit bored on what it's about. So that's why it is necessary that if you write a review, you have to be very detailed and even very on spot on whatever you want to say, because you don't want to lose after giving a brief description. What did go next? So what would be the third part of this of this review or of making a review? Fernando.
And describe positive and or negative things about the movie.
Yes, right. So maybe describing whatever you think it's positive about it or even negative, as we saw that it was about being old. And obviously, at the end, we just give a final statement with your opinion or if you recommend it, okay? So let's always keep in mind this way of organizing ideas so that way we don't lose track on what we want to say. And why am I saying that? Well, here on this information that we have, as you can see, this is kind of text messaging, right? So whenever we are text messaging, obviously it is not necessary to be a formal way of saying things, but it is more informal. Therefore, we don't have to have an order of ideas because this is more of an informal review. However, when we have a formal review, it is necessary to have the structure because you are talking about someone that you don't know and someone that will read your ideas and even decide from your review if whether it will be worth to watch the movie or not. So that's why it is necessary to informal review to follow those steps, to follow like introduce it with your opinion, and then give a brief explanation of what the story is about. Then you can add positive things about that movie, negative even. And finally, just end up with a statement giving your opinion or even your recommendation. But that is for formal reviews. For informal, we can just say whatever we want to say, right? In the order that we like. But today we're going to actually write a formal review, not an informal, okay? But this is just information for you. And well, now what we are going to do, it is already that time to make your own review for a movie, okay? Before proceeding, any questions, anything that you want to mention? Comments, thumbs up if everything is cool. All right, so all good. So what you're gonna do is to write a formal review about a movie that you have seen. You can use the same order that Mateo used in his review. In other words, you can do what Mateo did, or you can also do it this way. So you're gonna put like the title of the movie, the main characters, the setting where the place was taken, or the environment, or what time, and then how many stars do you give to that movie. Then here you have a section of a summary of the movie, and then what you liked, what you didn't like, and then your favorite part, but obviously finishing with a recommendation or an opinion, okay? So you can do it this way, or you can do it the way Mateo did. However, either or that you choose to do, you have to add a picture from the movie. Think about maybe some movies that you have recently watched on either the movie theaters like Cinemex or Cinepolis, or think about the recent movies that you have watched at home with your family or alone, etc. It's up to you. It can be animated movies, it can be from any type of genre, okay? Not specifically only one. So I want for you to also to not do it like very, try to be creative. Try to make like a poster of it, or try to come up with a different design on your review. Don't just simply go to Word and then put title and then make characters. Try to be poster and I will create an assignment on Teams so that way you can upload it right there. Okay. So, I think that's basically what you will be doing. Any questions on anything, guys? Thumbs up if instructions are clear. Okay, so now it's your time to make a movie review. Don't forget about, if you want to do it the way Mateo did, don't forget about the steps. And if you want to do it this way, also go ahead and try and do it, but very creative, okay? Like if it was a poster or something. So for this, I will give 20 minutes. So at 2:15, we will continue with the last activity, okay? So it's 1:53. At 2:15, we're gonna stop with this. I will leave it open still for the whole day, but I want for you to work on it right now. So you have time, and then I will let you know whenever we go to the next activity. A summary, just what the story is about. Like in the one that Mateo did, like he was explaining that the movie, it's about these toys that come alive when they're alone, etc., etc. So summary, it's basically what the story is about. And if you have more questions, I will be here, guys.
Teacher, I have a question. What is setting?
Setting it's the place where the story is taking place. Is a place of the story. Yeah, like if maybe it's adapted to like the 1920s, or maybe the setting is in the city, in a house, the environment itself. So everything that has related to the location or to the place of the story.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. All right. So remember, we still have today to finish this activity. I put it to close it until 11:59. And well, the next activity and last one will be about identifying ourselves with a profile. So what is this about? Well, this activity, it's just to close all Unit 7, and it's about changing tastes. We know we've seen on either Monday or Tuesday that we were talking about that our music, sometimes it's not the same one that it used to be before or when we were younger or when we were kids, right? Now, what I want you to do is to go to your teams, um, the teams that you've been working throughout the semester. And I want for you to decide whether if you're going to be talking about music, movies, TV shows, or everything in general. What I want you to do is here we have 4 profiles, okay? We have like the rock, the onion, the tree, and the chameleon, right? One, it's that you never, your tastes never change. Another one, it's you keep all your old tastes and also get the new ones. The tree, it's like you keep your old tastes but lose others, but also you get new ones. And the chameleon, it's just you are just constantly changing at all times, okay? So as a team, you're going to make a presentation, either in PowerPoint or Google Slides, whatever it's more comfortable for you. You're going to do a presentation. Each one of you, it's going to have a slide on the presentation to mention what is your profile. So let's say that you have like a rock profile. Maybe talk about those TV programs, those movies, or that type of music that actually that it's actually a justification of why your taste has never changed. So maybe, and this is an example, guys, maybe I feel like I'm a rock because my music never, tastes of music never changes. And it's because I love oldie music. So oldies, it's like my music and I'm never ever gonna let that music go. So maybe that's why I'm considered as a rock. Okay, you can add as many justifications as you want. You can even choose to talk about one of music, one of movies, and one of TV shows. but at the end, I want for you to not write it on the slide. I want for you to just mention what your profile is, and then whenever you have your presentation ready, you're going to do the same thing as yesterday. Record yourselves, but this time we don't need to have the camera on. You just have to present it and then explain why did you choose that profile, what characterize you as that profile, and what things are like the music or what movies are the ones that make you have that profile. I don't know if you're getting the point of it. Thumbs up if everything is understood, or raise your hand if you have a question. So thumbs up if everything is clear, or raise your hand if you have a question. All clear? All right, Omar, what you can do is to include your information. Still, you can work with the presentation. I understand that situation of the library, but just include the information. Tell your classmates on the chat of the call on your team, and you will be good with that, okay? I understand. All right. So, simple steps. First, we're gonna talk about, we're gonna choose what profile we identified with. Then we're gonna make it a presentation. Also, giving examples or giving justifications on either the music you like, the movies, or the TV shows. And then at the end, you're gonna record this, you guys giving a presentation. Obviously, you have to share on the screen, just the way I do it right here as the presentations I give you. You're going to do it the same way, but in your own team, okay? And then once you are done with the video and your presentation, it's there. I'm going to open an assignment on Teams so you can upload your presentations. And maybe towards the last slide, you can share the link in which I can find the video, okay? That it's only for reference. So once you are done with all that, tag me on your chat. I will go to your team. I will talk to you just for a few minutes, maybe one or two, and then I will dismiss you from class, okay? So it's 2:20. Go ahead and work on it. And I think, yeah, that's basically it, the instructions. So don't forget to tag me whenever you're done, okay? So questions? Is everything clear? Thumbs up if everything is clear. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started. Just give brief examples, guys. It's not like you have to do like a whole research. It's all about you, okay? So let's go to our teams. Let's start talking about our profiles and putting our information. So go to your teams. Go, go, go. And if you have questions, tag me on your chat. And well, we can now disconnect. Thank you for being here today. Don't forget to upload your video, and I'll see you next Tuesday.
Teacher,
Yes.
we finished the video, but we have like in the video only talks me, Juan Pablo, and Samuel because that Octavio mentioned to you, he needs to leave 20 minutes before the ends class, the class ends, and yeah. And Daniela was driving, so she can like be doing the both things that driving can and turning the microphone and speak. So we talking in our chat, but then in the presentation I talk the presentation of Daniela and Octavio for that reason.
Oh,
There's
okay.
no problem.
As long as
Okay.
their information it's there, it's okay. You don't have to
Okay.
worry. Thank you
Okay.
so much for letting me know.
So we can leave now for this.
Of course, you're more than free to go. Don't forget just to upload the video, okay?
Yes, I am to upload it right now.
Thank you, see you
Excellent.
later.
Thank you, teacher. See
See
you
you
later.
later. Bye-bye. Take care. Have a great weekend.
You too.
And well, I will be disconnecting from the call now.